if I were to ask you, without any context, do you have a rice cooker? You'd look at me and be like, who is this guy? Do I know you? Are you going to try and sell me a rice cooker? But if we were sitting next to each other in the office, and I looked over like, hey, Elise, do you have a rice cooker? She wouldn't even look up from her keyboard. She's like, nope, I got an air fryer, though. It's these benign conversations that are a result of working in close proximity with each other. But what's happened? We're all working in a remote hybrid environment where these kind of personal connections are strained. It's difficult to get to know, like, and trust each other because we just work all the time. The ping pong tables, we heard, give me the money instead. The kombucha, no one's drinking anymore. And we all know this to be true. Everybody's going to pay your employees more dough. So what can we do to create these friendships and these kinds of connections at work? The answer is simple. We heard it just a moment ago. Stories. And I'm so excited to share this with you because it's a gamified approach that you can implement today. In fact, today you have a chance to share stories with somebody here, and it's called With One Word. And what's great about this game is that it starts to help you to look through your experiences through the lens of a storyteller. And the way that it works is a word is going to appear in the top box. And to help give you some prompts, I want you to think about your first experience, your best experience, your last experience, perhaps even your worst experience with this one word. So let's put a word in the box, shall we? The word is, big reveal, pause for effect, teacher. Who's your first teacher? Your best, your last, your worst. But don't pigeonhole yourself. We're being creative here. A teaching moment, your child taught you something. A mentor taught you something. Teaching moments happen to us all the time. You're like, great, 4 stories? I got to share 4 stories? No. Your mind is automatically going to select one of the stories that you're going to share today when I say these next words. A story is about a moment in time where something happens. That's what a story is all about. And get up close and personal with that story. And I want to show you how easy this is to be able to tell these stories and make these kinds of connections. I want to connect with you on a personal level. So here we go. Imagine you're sitting in an audience. Good job. You're all 4th graders, and you're laughing at me. And you should be laughing at me because I look ridiculous. I am wearing purple pants, purple shirt, these gold pumpkin-shaped shorts, weird funky gold shoulders, a hat with a massive feather. Because my best teacher, Mrs. Merrick, has told us we have to do a book report and costumes are encouraged. And I am Christopher Columbus. At the end of my story, you're all still laughing at me. But now Mrs. Merrick is standing beside me, and she's got a pride in her eyes, and she's so proud of me. When she looks at me, she goes, Keith, would you like to give this story to the 3rd and the 5th grade class? And I say, absolutely. Because our plan has worked. You see, my mom knew that I was getting picked on because I was a foreign kid and because my mother made all of my clothes. And when she found out about the book report, she's like, we'll give him something to laugh about. That day I learned 2 very valuable lessons, everyone. 1, the haters are going to hate. Might as well get a laugh out of them. But most importantly, those who believe in you will take you by the hand and they will show you the way, just like Miss Merrick did for me. Now what do you know about me? You know that I was picked on as a kid. I'm from a foreign country, and I have a fine appreciation of handcrafted goods. This is my mother. And to this day, she still makes handcrafted goods. Let's hear it for moms. These kinds of conversations are the on-ramp to further conversations that you can have with your team members. Because among somebody here, you guys, somebody was bullied. Somebody's mom here probably made them clothes too. Or maybe you want some travel tips. The next time your team comes together, whether it's personal, live, in person, or it's virtual, play a game like this. Ask that open-ended question. When was the first time you experienced belonging? Tell me about it. I really want to know. And what's great about this game is you can put any word in there, right? Vacation, car, trust, belonging, any corporate slang that you may have. And let's start hearing some stories from the people that we're closest to. We're all closer together now because of this. And therefore, I have one question left for you. Seriously, does anyone have a rice cooker? Thank you.